Another 0-0. What's your thoughts on this one?
A for effort. Same really for the last sort of couple of weeks, probably last couple of months really, in terms of our execution. We got the ball in some okay positions, but never really underneath their crossbar. People will say our lack of goals is down to our front line, but they've fed off absolute scraps today. We never put any quality in terms of our front boys into them, around them, or even near them. I mean, desperation is a wrong word, but we've got so many bodies at the top end of the pitch towards the end. The ball still didn't quite end up where we needed it.
It was for a 0-0. It was fairly entertaining, particularly in the first half. But
both teams are trying to win the game. Both teams are trying to win the game, and in terms of chances, they probably came out on top. But that wasn't through individual brilliance. That was through getting the ball in a certain area of that pitch. And Jay's made a couple of good saves, certainly first half. Second half, we're throwing as much as we could at them personnel-wise, but it was the same outcome.
Well, that was my next question. I was going to mention Yoko, those two saves in the first half shows just what a great keeper he is. Yeah, look,
he's done it time and time again, but let's be honest, we need to score, we need to win games of football. Like, I can't keep praising the goalkeeper and talking about 0-0 results. We've got to find a way, and you know, as a manager, you look at what you've got and you're thinking who's going to make an impact. And it's not just the forwards, it's all over the pitch. So, you know, we just had 2 minutes there and we speak about full-backs and wide players and midfielders. They're the creators. They're the ones who can move a ball and create something off the back of it, and even our set piece play today didn't really give us much joy.
Should we have had a penalty down this end when Jack Sparks went down?
Possibly have to see it again, but we're hopeful as opposed to expecting that decision, if that makes sense. And they might have had one or two shouts themselves. Just not enough moments when the ball was bouncing around that opposition box. You look at their back line and how often have they been under real pressure and making last-ditch tackles and clearances due to the quality which we put into that area, and that didn't happen.
I saw you having words with the referee at full time.
It was not the referee's fault, but for how slow that second half went on their terms and the amount of substitutions, how he got 4 minutes is beyond me. But look, like I say, it's no excuse in terms of referee.
And look, we can see how much you wanted it. Fish came on, Seymour, you know, bringing the strikers on.
We freed MJ up today. We played MJ alongside Ryan. You play your leading goal scorer alongside your second leading goal scorer. But like I say, they fed off very little today. Like I say, in terms of moments of quality of delivery or passes into the final third, that's what we lacked. We even changed our shape in terms of having one less defender on the pitch and playing a back three. So personnel wise, formation wise, structure wise, you are scratching your head at solutions in relation to that. And let's be honest, the season's probably took its toll on some of those players, because some players can perform better than what they are at the moment.
And as frustrating as it is not to score, it's 3 clean sheets in the last 3 days.
Yeah, but like we know we need to score. You know, we need to one go off someone's backside, or a moment of real quality in terms of hitting the back of the net from distance, or delivering that ball exactly where those front boys need it. And like I say, second half we actually got the ball in some half decent positions, and whether it's the pressure, the expectation of that moment when they're so few and far between, we certainly didn't execute.
See, 3 games left. Grimsby is next on Tuesday. How do you think we can play? You know,
look, we've got to try and win all 3, and that starts on Tuesday. Let's be honest. We got, you know, in terms of changes, maybe you play 3 big men from the start and just go back to front, but that doesn't suit a lot of our personnel. And I've got to keep backing the players who've done it this season. Like, some are young and some are learning, and when the ball falls to Josh Key, he'll know what to do next time. Jack Sparks exactly the same, Ben Seymour. Alex Artridge has defended well again, but let's be honest, we get judged on winning games of football, and we're not doing that at the moment.